Hey guys, Goodell here. Now, I'm sure that you've all heard by now that Ezekiel Elliott's 6-game suspension has been upheld by the NFL, but with one stipulation, with that being that he is, in fact, going to play week 1 versus the Giants. Now, as much as I hate Ezekiel Elliott, I have to be fair right now, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of evidence against him in this case, but that doesn't mean that he's innocent. Now, all it takes is one rich Cowboys fan or maybe even Jerry Jones himself, not accusing him, but all it takes is somebody with a lot of money to say, hey, I don't want this player to go to court. Here's just a big bag of money, and just drop the charges. And just like that, charges are dropped. So anytime I hear that the charges were just suddenly dropped, that's always the first thing that comes into my mind. I'm not saying that happened, but I am saying that we can't necessarily rule that out. This is a very high-profile player that we're talking about here. So this is actually a very delicate situation because we can't just suspend him blindly for things that he may or may not have done because or else you'll have these gold diggers saying, hey, all I have to do is say this to the right people and then you're going to get suspended for 6 games. So, you can't just have these women taking your money like that. So at the same time, you can't just ignore these allegations completely, because we can't just have Ray Rice type situations or Josh Brown type situations going on in the NFL anymore. So this is actually a very delicate situation. What I would do is I would have reduced it to 2-game suspension because I feel like that's the fairest outcome, just based on the fact that there's evidence, but at the same time there is still, allegations that need to be taken seriously. But what makes no sense at all is that he's playing week 1 versus the Giants. Now, what? He gets his suspension on a Tuesday, and they're telling me that it's not enough time for it to take effect for week 1? Are you kidding me? I mean, this suspension has been looming over him for a month now. There's still plenty of time. I mean, if he gets arrested on Saturday or Sunday morning even, he's not playing Sunday. So to say that that's not enough time to suspend him is a joke. There is one reason, and one reason only, that Ezekiel Elliott is going to be playing week 1 versus the Giants. And that's because of money. The one thing that Roger Goodell and the owners like more than protecting their precious crest over domestic violence cases is money. Goodell is pissed how bad the ratings were for the Sunday night games last season. So just imagine, Beckham hobbled. Now, I think he's going to play, but with Beckham somewhat of an uncertainty and no Ezekiel Elliott, all of a sudden, the first primetime game has significantly less star power. And no star power means no ratings. They do not want that to happen, so that's why Ezekiel Elliott is suspended. None of this baloney about protecting the crest for domestic violence. None of this, oh no, there's not enough time. It's because of greed that Ezekiel Elliott is suspended. And it is bullshit, honestly. There's no reason for this. Goodell out.